God, I love that. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's 10 a.m. and it's time for cracking. No, that's Friday. Cheers, Mason. Good morning, Dani Ball. How are you?
I am good, thank you. How are you? Well, I've got other than that, I'm good.
Yeah. Shame you haven't got much of a voice at the moment, is it? Yeah, good. Yeah, very good indeed. It's Saturday. Playing rugby, and it's sunny, which means it's going to be exceptionally hot.
Yes.
Which I'm not looking forward to. So I am here ready to hydrate.
Good effort.
Because, yeah, it's going to be awful. It'd be great conditions, but did training on Thursday night and the ground was hard. So I've now remembered to get my moulded boots, because otherwise the studded ones just don't work. They're just too painful. So yeah, excited. And good morning to everybody who's joined us live. We are here. So let me get all this up. Oh, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. No, shut up. See. Go away. There we are. Horrible man. Who is he? Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday brunch again. So, how's your week been, Dani? Let's get this out of the way first.
My week has been mega carnage. I'm not going to lie. It's been great, to be fair. We've had a really good time. I have got one of my best mates down from up north with her nearly 4-year-old. So I booked Tuesday, Wednesday off because I had Monday off for the bank holiday. Mm-hmm. And we had 2 nearly 4-year-olds and gorgeous sunshine. So we ran them ragged, which was really fun. It was really busy. We did park off park, picnic off the picnic. It was really nice. I kind of went back to work on Thursday for a break. Went back to work. So I left them here during the day while I was at work. So then my evenings have been quite busy because I felt bad that I'd left them at home all day. CJ had gone to his dad. But I'm sleeping on the sofa doing the whole hospitality thing. And my body is feeling old. Because of it. So as much as it's been really, really nice having people here and having guests, I am also kind of like excited about getting back to reality, getting back to my own routine. So yeah, like I've had a bit of a knock today, which is a bit weird. I just don't really know how to feel about it. So it's not my weekend. Squid Joe's not here. He's with his dad. But he had said to me and Sherry that he was going to work on Saturday, so CJ could come and spend a sort of a final day with Sherry and Shane. And then I got a text this morning just to say not going to work now, so I ain't bringing him.
Right.
And it's just knocked me for 6 a bit, and I've tried to be positive and rearrange what we were doing. So we're now going to go over to my cousin's for breakfast after this brunch, whatever you want to call it. After this. And then I just quickly spoke to him just before the call, and he was like, oh, no, I just meant I'm not working, so I'm not bringing him to you. If you want to drive 25 minutes and pick him up to have him for the day, then you can do that.
Right.
And it's just like, what is it? Like, we had a plan. You're messing with the plan.
Yeah.
But now, can I not have him? Can I have him? Like, what are you trying to say? And it's just really messing with my emotions today. So
after sleeping on the sofa as well, so you're not the best sleep as well.
A whole week. So last night was night 6 on my sofa, a 2-seater sofa. So my legs dangle off the end, and I'm battered.
Yeah, battered. Well, that was, without you even knowing, that's a really good segue into what I want to discuss today. It was about scheduling, to be honest, because my week, I had yesterday was great for me. Yesterday I had 2 coaching calls. I got coached yesterday, which is great, rather than me coaching other people. So I had Alex, and we were discussing scheduling, and we went through my schedule, and I've got so I'm quite good at scheduling things in for recurring meetings. So one-to-ones with my clients, my morning routine, that sort of thing. But then I had a lot of white space, and we were discussing the things that I need to achieve and scheduling. And I went through a period at the beginning of the year where I scheduled everything to within an inch of my life, and it was like very productive. And then I sort of let it go off the gas a little bit. And I thought, no, I'm just going to take a more flexible approach. Still scheduling the really important things, but try and be a little bit more flexible. Because I had this debate with Carmen, and she's like, you're too rigid. There's no spontaneity, this. And I said, well, I actually work better with rigidity. I can have time blocks, and if you go, I want to do this, then I can move things around. But I like to have things in my diary and have things in my schedule, because then I can work towards them. So, and we're doing this with Alex, and I was looking at it, and we're like going, you got this problem here. You can schedule your downtime in. You can do this, and so I've now got a new approach where I've got a new approach to my journaling. I've got a new thing where I'm just scheduling everything into my diary, everything, even my weekends, and to see how that works.
How do you cope with your schedule when it's somebody else that's letting you down or messing with your schedule?
That's a very good question. So if it's something that I have planned, then I would still do it. If I am reliant on somebody else, I have to accept that I have no control over that. I have to accept that other people's priorities are not the same as mine. Yeah. It's not accepted. It's not perfect. But if I start worrying about these people, I have a plan. I've made a commitment. So I've made a commitment to come on this review every morning at 10 a.m. So if you'd said to me today, Tipsy, I can't come on. Sherry's still here. We're doing late. Blah 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 blah. I would go, not a problem. Because I'd still come on and do it. But I'd accept that other people have other lives. If it was something we jointly committed to do and was really important to both of us, then you decide it's all that level of importance. And I think the problem you have when you're relying on other people or other people involved is they have different priorities to you. And the level of importance people put on things as well are different. I think you have to accept that people find it, people put other priorities in, which is disappointing, upsetting, but you just have to shut up, hold your hands up, and go, I can't control that. It's very hard, and if you're an emotional person or takes offense to people messing you around, it's really painful. But if you can sort of start releasing yourself from the fact that, okay, this is going to happen, I'm still going ahead with it, or I'm not going to go ahead with it, that's it. Because if you're giving that energy so like today, so I can see you're a bit miffed with Nick, and you're a bit miffed that you're planning, and it's okay if you want to come over and do the effort and come and collect him. But all of that energy that you're going to put into that, all that energy you can put into that is just wasted energy, isn't it, Dani?
Yeah, and that's the thing for me. Like say it was like I had an evening plan with one of my girlfriends, and then at the last minute she messaged me and was like, sorry, not going to make it. But then that's okay, because they're not on the same journey that I'm on with them at their day, so they don't think anything of just being like, I can't make it. Yeah. But then for me, I've kind of like changed my wording on my priorities. So rather than planning to spend the evening with Jade, I would plan to be present and enjoy my evening. I'm a worrier anyway, so genuinely I'm constantly worrying about everything. So like, and when I put a priority in to kind of like spend the evening with somebody, it's more to get me out of my own anxiety, to be doing something to stop me from worrying about my life. So I've been changing my priority to just enjoy a relaxing evening, so that if they cancel, then I can still achieve what I wanted to achieve for that evening, albeit it does knock me, and I do I've got to just change the way I approach the day. So today, I'll go to my cousins and we'll have food and it will be lovely and we'll all be happy and chirpy. And then no doubt I will just nip out and go and get CJ. I say it like he lives 10 minutes away. It doesn't.
Yeah, 25.
So I'll drive over to Nick's and get him, and then attempt to have a lovely day with him and then drop him off. It's just getting like for me, like once I get knocked over, I just really struggle to stand back up. Like just knocks my mood.
Yeah.
Was like for like this morning, so for example, I woke up to that message.
Yeah.
Like it was I mean I basically woke up to it, like I think he sent it about 6:30, so I was awake for about half an hour already. But like it was before I'd even kind of got on with my day at all. Like I mean today I did my priorities this morning, but normally I do them the night before. So
Yeah.
no doubt that would have been in my priorities. Yes, if I'd done them the night before, one of my priorities for today would have been to take CJ and Shane to the fair because that's what we were planning on doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just really struggled to sort of bounce back from it. Like I know that I've got to move on, and I instantly looked at the situation and sort of readjusted my day. But it's just knocked me over and kind of like like tarnished my mood.
And I think it's and that's fine. You know, that's bound to happen. But I'm thinking when you think about the reframe, I think what you got to do is, again, when you're reliant on other people, especially unreliable people, then especially if you're making it a priority, I love the spin you've done on things like Jade and your friend. It's like I'm going to be present, have an enjoyable evening, because actually you are in complete control of that.
Yeah.
Right? It's like today. It's like today. It was I'm going to have a great day with my family today. Now, taking CJ or Shane to the park would have been great, but again, I suppose the danger is in the back of your mind. Whenever you are reliant on Nick, there's always a chance it's going to go wrong. Because I've had too many conversations with you now where you've had a plan and it's been turned on its head.
Yes.
So I think this is about being smart and about having that positive reframe. So in effect, we talked previously about the worst case scenario planning. Well, I think anything where you involve Nick, you just have to have the worst case scenario and go, actually, he's going to mess it up and it isn't going to happen. So what's my plan when that happens? Like you did today, right? Okay, well, that's not going to happen. Well, I'm going to do this, and this, and then I'll pick CJ up later. Whereas the positive one would have been, Nick will drop CJ off. We'll go to fair, and that'd be great. And that's, so in your head, this word, I probably wrong for saying worst case scenario plan, but this whole, what's the worst thing? Well, the worst thing is Nick messes up and doesn't bring CJ. Okay, what's my plan going to be then? And I think when it comes to priorities, I always say to people, it's got to be something you control, because as soon as you let that control over to somebody else, it's really hard. Yeah. It's really hard. And it's like when we talk about, when you're relying on people to meal plan or to sort your food out for you, it's like, I have this debate in the house all the time. You go, there's no food in the house. I says, well, look, if you don't tell me what you're going to eat, I'm sick of throwing food away. So I will buy food that I know I'm going to eat or the dogs will eat. And you'll go, if you want something, when I go to Aldi, you need to tell me what you want, because if you don't tell me what you want,
I won't buy it.
I won't buy it, because I'm sick of like throwing food away. So it's like this morning, I walked this morning because the dogs need treats. So we got the steps in. I've got an aching knee as well. I need to get loosened up for rugby. So when I got it, and I've got some yogurt for myself, and I bought some vegetables because I'm batch cooking at the moment, and that's it. But there'll be a moan later going, there's no food in this house. Well, if you don't tell me what you want, I can't get it.
Can't buy it.
Or guess what? There's a co-op. Go and walk. And do that. It's really easy. So, in fact, the worst thing that could ever happen in Sandmatch is bloody my daughters find out that McDonald's Uber Eats deliver from McDonald's. But they charge you £3. I was like going, £3. I said, give me £2 and I'll go on my bike and get it for you. So, actually, talk about winding me up. So, McDonald's again. So we were coming back. Where had we been? We've been somewhere late. Where have we been? Coming back from a window. No, we picked Ebony up. That's right. Ebony had been at a party last Saturday, and she, a typical 17-year-old, hadn't eaten. And so I'm really hungry. Right, okay, so we're going to McDonald's drive-thru. So got to drive-thru and it says, this is now shut. I went, okay, but they're still open, right? So I went in, and the guy goes, are you a delivery driver? I went, no, mate, I'm not. I went, oh, right. It says, we're closed. There's a problem with the drive-thru. I went, yeah, but you're still open. He says, yeah, but we can't serve you. I was like, right, okay. But You're serving delivery drivers. Yeah, well, we've got a contract with Uber Eats third party. We have to serve, do that contract, or we lose money. Right. So I'm a paying customer in your restaurant. You're telling me that the only way I can get food from this restaurant is if I go on Uber Eats and have it delivered to my house and pay £3. You went, yeah. I went, sorry, where's the customer service and that? He says, well, that's something to do with insurance. He says, something to do with insurance? Yeah, when the drive-thru's open, we can't. I was like, what complete rubbish are you talking about? He says, I says, is your manager? He says, yeah, do you want me to get the manager? He says, actually, no, why? I'd be just wasting my breath when I'd be talking to him. I said, that's just one. Hello, Jim, how are you doing? So it's just wound me. I was just like, just wound me up that,
But did that moment stop you from eating McDonald's?
Well, I wasn't having it anyway. It was for Ebony. So, but did it stop her? No, it didn't. What we had to do is go somewhere else and get something to eat. So, but it's just crazy rules. Absolutely crazy rules that they could do this. So yeah. But I think in that whole piece of that control, like I say, when you're giving that power to somebody else, when you're setting your own objectives, when you're setting your plan, as soon as you start having to involve other people, then and I say this every time, Dani, right? People are always trying their best, and in one job, Nick always tries his best. The problem is, it's not very good.
And I do think if I never relied on him another moment in my life, we would be really good mates. And I honestly can't stand him, so that is humongous. And that's the thing for me, is it's the amount of letdown that I have with him. Like, if I didn't have that, if I genuinely never relied on him, I was fully confident in myself, so that if he asked me to do something that I didn't want to do, I just went no. Like, I don't want to do it. Then any sort of abuse that he gives me would just be water off a duck's back, and my relationship with him would be so much better. But for some stupid reason, he still promises things, and stupidly, I still believe him. Like, CJ starts school in September. I had all the plan in the world to buy all of his school uniform, and then Nick said, "Oh, I'll buy all his uniform." And bearing in mind, the man doesn't have appointments. He doesn't pay for very much when it comes to CJ. I was quite happy to go, yeah, okay, if you want to buy his uniform, great. I've literally known me. So that's really helpful. And then that was about 2, maybe 3 months ago, whenever we found out March. And ever since, he's gone, oh yeah, I'll pay on Friday. I'll pay on Friday. 100% I'll pay on Friday. Next Friday. 100% pay on Friday. No, definitely I haven't been paid yet next week. Like, apparently the man hasn't been paid for 2 months. And
God, I'm surprised he's surviving.
Yeah, quite. And it's just really frustrating again, because I was okay with paying for uniform. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was going to work out how I did it, because as a mum, that's my job and I have to do that. And then I found the answer to pay for uniform, and that was that Nick was going to pay for uniform. And now I spend every Friday getting wound up because I phone him to say, yep, it's Friday again. Are you going to pay for his uniform? And he goes, yeah, I'm definitely going to pay for it next week.
So when's the cut-off point for getting the uniform? Because I think we just need to put a deadline on him. So, Nick, if you're not doing this, then you might as well just forget about it, because
I've kind of said that to myself now. So I went to M&S and got all of the polos and the trousers and all the non-branded stuff. And I basically bought a week's worth in his current size, which is 3 to 4, and a week's worth in his next size of 4 to 5, and then split it so that I had half a week of 3 to 4 and half a week of 4 to 5, and so did Nick, so that we had plenty. But I've kind of just accepted it now. I think today was a turning point for me of how shit he is as a person. Sorry if there's anyone watching. And
hey, for you, Dani, that's quite calm of a description of him, so I'll take that on a Saturday morning.
And yeah, I'm just gonna mix mixed pile that's been sat on the side for 2 months into CJ's wardrobe, and accept the fact that I need to find £200 to pay for what I've paid for and the rest of his uniform.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to happen otherwise. And I'll just tell him go buy.
So, moving on then. The other thing we debated last week, remember when I was in Starbucks in Liverpool, was the changing eating that was going to have to take place in your house this week to accommodate your guests.
Yes.
Oh, there, I've got to put, there you go, you got to show you that. There you go.
Well done, Dani, for £7. Thank you. That is lovely to hear.
So anyway, yes, going back to so we had this debate, because obviously you are the queen of bargain shopping, batch cooking, extracting value out of Aldi and everywhere else, right? And of course, you had the interesting challenge of people staying at your house who don't normally, definitely don't follow your example.
They don't eat the same diet that I eat.
So how? Because I know we chatted earlier in the week, and you had a couple of, and what's your phrase you used to at CJ about your mice and not?
Oh, I've got the worst phrase ever, and that is, "I don't care about him, I care about you," which comes out horrendous. I don't mean I don't care about Shane, because I do care about Shane, but Shane is not my responsibility. So where the likes of, I gave both the boys had a little pizza for their dinner one night, and whenever CJ has pizza, he had pizza with cucumber sticks and pepper sticks, just as a bit of salad on the side, something to go with it. And Shane doesn't eat those things, so Sherry said, just give him pizza. So instantly you put the 2 plates down, and CJ, why have I got salad and he hasn't got salad? And so I instantly started going, well, I don't care about him, I care about you. And I just can see him this week. He's going to go back to school and just start saying, I don't care about you people. And I've worded it so wrong. It just sort of came out why have I got to put my own shoes on and Shane gets help with his shoes? I don't care about Shane, I care about you. Just go and put your shoes on.
Yes.
So that was a really, really bad.
Have you got any of their bad food? Sorry, not as good as bad. Have you got any of their type of food left in the house that you shouldn't really have?
Way too much, yeah. But I move house in 6 weeks, and it's kind of like convenience food.
Right.
So my cutoff is going to be none of this food is going to come to my new house, but that doesn't mean I'm going to binge eat it. No,
you're not.
I know. I'm going to So one thing I noticed, which I found quite bad, is I generally don't eat crisps. I like crisps, but it's not like a go-to food for me. But it is a go-to food for CJ and a massive go-to food for Shane.
Yeah.
But because I don't have them, so the likes of normally with CJ, he would have crisps. Like, say we go swimming, I take him some snacks to swim in, because when we come out of the swimming pool, I get him dry and dressed, and then I give him a bag of crisps. Sit there with your crisps while I get sorted.
Yeah.
So it's generally a point when I'm doing something that CJ will have a bag of crisps. And where Shane eats quite a lot of crisps, I've noticed this week I've been opening crisps and shoving a pinch of crisps in my mouth before I give CJ the bag. And it's wow, you know what it tastes like. It's cheese and onion crisps. You know what it tastes like. Why put it in your mouth?
I love it.
Because I'm not doing something, because he's not eating so that I can go and do something, I just kept opening it.
Dani, if we're having a confessional, right? So we've run out of came out from Windermere, right? I feel sorry for my doggies because I seem to be the only one who cares about them. But they love malted milk biscuits, and we didn't have any dog biscuits, right? And I went to Co-op, and they had a box of Biscrocs or what do you think? And £2. I'm thinking, right, or I could get a packet of malted milk for 59p, which is still twice the price of Aldi, but we won't come to that.
Yeah.
So I thought, sod this, malted milk. Well, of course, I'm breaking them up, and it's like, there you are, boys. Oh, break it up. Oh, I was like, stop it! What are you doing? You're eating bloody. And it's only like little chunks. I probably ate a whole biscuit by the little bits, but when you've got 4 dogs, you break it into 4 bits. It's like, oh, you don't want that. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like, stop it.
No,
So yeah,
yeah.
no more
I've
malted milks.
Yeah, this week it did shock me, like how where I was like, if we were just like sat in the park or whatever, to just take another bag of crisps because Shane's got a bag of crisps. I've opened CJ's and I've literally just opened the packet and straight in my gob, like before I've even registered what I've done. And the other thing is, leftovers. I'm really, really bad for where it's been the pair of them. CJ's not been. Yeah, that is what I need to do. Like, that is what I definitely need to do. But yeah, like if the boys have left half their dinner, as I'm walking his plate to the bin, I'm just eating the chips or whatever it is that's on the plate. Like, so yeah, no, I have been bad for food waste this week. But yeah, I'm gonna go through once Sherry goes. Well, when tonight we'll probably prep her pack lunch for tomorrow. So I'm going to bag up a load of the junk and conveniently hide it in her pack lunch to send home with her.
Good.
But other than that, I have friends that are less particular about pack lunches than I am, which seems to quite happily never turn away. I've got a load of chocolate biscuits. Do you want them?
They quite go, yes, please.
Yeah, they generally they don't go, oh, chocolate biscuits. Oh no, thank you.
Well, you obviously know that I've got a very good friend who likes CJ's Easter eggs.
Yeah. So I will box up what is left. But so I'm in the process of like trying to sort of reduce all of the content of my house down, ready for my move. And I've avoided the whole kitchen pantry section. So I'm like, once she's gone, it'd be a good time to go through everything and find all of the naughty snacks that I don't want to go to the new house.
Absolutely, yeah. But as you say, as we'll do, we'll just put it in your food plan, we'll allow for it, and it'll be all good. And we'll just get rid of them. Yeah,
the things that I want to eat, that's what I'll do. But there is things that I bought that I wouldn't have bought because it's not worth the calories, in my opinion.
No.
No. So
I've been having a really interesting debate with one of my new one-to-one clients this week, and we're looking at. So she's going out for a meal today, and we're going through the menu choices, and obviously she wants to have a drink, which is, and again, the whole point of on our programs is we're creating a lifestyle. And I always say to people, says what you need to be doing is the work you're doing with me, can you still do it in 5 years' time? Because if we can't do it in 5 years' time, then we need to reframe what we're doing and the approach we're taking. And we were looking through all these snacks, and I said Lean Lads were on last week, weren't they? And they sent me through their 100 snack guides, which are low calories. And I was saying to my clients, I said, Rolo tubs. Now, okay, they're not the most nutritious, right? But they are 54 calories or something ridiculous, right? So it gives you that fix.
Yeah.
It's in a portion, you've got a fix, and that's it.
Yeah. No, I have a whole tray of 100-calorie sweets, basically. There's a company called Skinny Food Co, and they do like, the breadstick that you dip into chocolate.
Yes, they're on offer in Home Bargains.
Yeah, they're on 3 for £1 in Home Bargains. Obviously, I've got to go and get the cheap deals. But I've got the plain chocolate and the chocolate orange ones, and they're only 100 calories per pack.
Yeah.
So
is yours a big Home Bargains?
Yeah.
Have you seen the big? They've got all of the skinny sauces. I was in the one in Liverpool last weekend. All of them. I couldn't believe it.
So mine didn't have all of them, but it did have quite a few. I bought the curry one.
Oh, isn't that divine?
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited. I make homemade chips in my air fryer when I want like a takeaway dinner, but I don't want to pay for it. Yeah. So
and healthy as well.
Yeah. Yes, it is healthier. So I bought that to try on to make curry chips, and I bought. So I really like their spreads anyway because they're more liquidy.
Yes.
Food high on the shelf. It's great. I've already put my pantry in my garage. like I've gone one step further to remove food from my kitchen, so I generally have to think about what I'm going to the pantry for before I get it. But their spreads are a lot more liquidy, so like runny for like baking and stuff. And I bought a salted caramel one and a chocolate and white chocolate one, which I'm quite excited about getting some baking recipes for with CJ.
Have you got any?
Have I got any what?
Baking recipes.
I did one last week, which was actually banging. Do you know what I mean by the little soft tortilla boats?
Yes.
So we got a pack of them. So it was 12. We were going to a barbecue at my mum's, and there happened to be 12 people, so it worked quite well. And I got the skinny spreads all around the inside. Then I packed it with strawberry, raspberry, blueberry. I put a smashed up mini meringue, which they're only actually 40 calories a mini meringue. So I smashed one of them into it and then just put a sprinkling of chocolate over the top. It was incredible. Oh, it was really, really good. Like,
do you know what I did the other day? Right, and this was class. So you know those vanilla protein yogurts from Aldi.
Yeah.
So I got some green and black 70% chocolate, but Aldi have a cheaper version, but we just had it in the fridge. Basically, I think it was I grated about 4-5 grams of chocolate.
Right.
Now, when you grate that amount, it's nothing.
But it's
when you grate it, it's a hell of a lot. Sprinkle it over the top. It was the most amazing chocolate dessert.
Was it?
Yeah. And then because it's grated, if you stir it,
it all goes in. Ooh,
that's good. Absolutely unbelievable.
I mean, I do recommend the Skinny Food Co. Instagram has loads of like good dessert recipes that are quite low in calorie. Like this little fruit cup was like 150 calories, and like CJ thought it was like a sweetie, like because it was chocolatey, it was sweet, it was really nice. Like you can't make them in advance though; they go soggy.
No, so. But this is interesting because this brings the point that obviously you and I are developing a little project at the moment, aren't we? Called T28, which we're in the process of just developing and getting ready to launch because we see that lots of people need to benefit from it. You are not going to fix your emotional eating in 28 days, but what you are going to be able to do is learn some tools and techniques to start you on a journey that's going to help, going to develop you, and put it. And we're taking this approach in the fact that most people want to get a control of eating, start some weight loss and understand the right ways of doing it. So what we're looking at is pulling back together that teaches you things like batch cooking, shows you meal planning, looks at the reasons why you're emotional eating. So you've done the mini course. Yes, there's some tools and tips. This is going more deeper into the reasons around this, how we can help, how we can develop, and how we can give you some sort of life skills. God, that sound very posh. Give you those skills, tools, and techniques to start learning. So if you're worrying a little bit, it can get you on the way, and it just gets you developed.
Just a good boost start. 28-day challenge to kickstart your journey.
Yeah. So we're working together on that, Dani, aren't we? Because you are the queen of batch cooking. You are the queen of. You have probably made a lot of the mistakes that people in our group make. Same as me. You know, we've been there, we've made those, and we've learned from them. And what we want to do is share our knowledge and expertise with people to kickstart it and get them on that road. So keep an eye out for that. It is coming very, very soon.
I'm really excited. I'm basically trying to work out everything you need to know in batch cooking in 4-week program, 28 days. Which I'm trying to put the best of the advice into it. But if anyone's watching this and they have struggles with batch cooking, they have issues with batch cooking, they want to ask me, send it through, message me, message Tibbs, and I will put those struggles into the course so that we can help everyone batch cook, because I swear by batch cooking.
And methods of cooking too. Absolutely, Jim. Yes, because I'm not going to steal Dani's thunder too much because you need to join the program to find out. But yes, there is the methods. I've seen too many people make batch cooking unbelievably complicated. In the fact, and you walk into the kitchen, it looks like a disaster zone. They haven't planned the process. They haven't planned the way to cook. They haven't planned the approach to cook. They've got all things in different way, and you're looking at going, why have you made that so difficult? Because it's not structured, it's not routine. I need to start cooking skills. Hey, Jim, join the program. We'll get your details, because honestly, Dani is a master, and trust me, puts Joe Wicks to shame, don't you?
I do. I'm no chef. I don't do complicated. I do easy. I do simple. I do chuck it all in a pan, but I do taste good. I do like it makes you want that for dinner rather than wanting a takeaway. Fresh food, healthy food, freezable food.
Yeah.
So come to the program. Join our
and I think John's healthy ingredients, but it's all fried. Well, this is the thing, we don't fry, or if we do fry, guess what? You use an air fryer, so it's very little fat. So, but yeah, this is the point. This is the point you see people doing when they go, oh, I'm going to create this, I'm going to create that, and it's like, well, you need to just look at the right approach. That the whole principle is that it's done in the most healthy and way that then you can then deliver it in an easy way. And I think that's, for me, is that for me is the best way the process works.
Yeah, for me, like I don't want to go into loads of, I could talk about batch cooking here for days, because it's such a game changer, but it's about having your plan. It's same as anything. You don't go to the gym having no idea what you're going to do when you get there. You go to the gym with a rough idea, at least, of what you want to achieve whilst you're in the gym that day. And cooking is the same. Food is the same. Like, if you generally have no idea what you want to eat until you open the fridge, you're going to make a bad choice. Like, however.
Hey, Jim, we love interactivity. Absolutely love it. This is what we love. So you're not hijacking the session, you're interacting. We love it, and we're glad you're here joining us.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, you're like, I say this to people all the time, right? And I'm going to hijack you, Natalie. If you're the person who hasn't planned your food, hasn't planned your day, you are leaving things to chance. And guess what? You are then opening that opportunity for emotions to take over, triggers to happen, bad choices to happen. Because if you are literally going to the fridge and going, I don't know what I'm going to eat today, you are literally just opening yourself to all sorts of mistakes. It's like people who go, I don't have a breakfast, and they end up and they rush and they have a cup of coffee and grab a banana, or even worse, one of those Belvita bars. Anyway, ask my breakfast. No, it's a sodding biscuit with a bit of yogurt cream in the middle. But don't try and convince yourself it's a breakfast bar. It's not. You might as well just have a couple of biscuits with your tea. But yeah, so you've got that, and then they have a light lunch, and then they get home and they get like 7 p.m. and they raid the fridge and they order a takeaway because they're hungry. It's like, that's because you haven't actually planned what you're doing. You haven't took care of yourself, And this is all about the whole self-care. It's like, if you haven't got time to look after your body and what you put into it and the exercise and all those things, I say to somebody, show me your schedule, and then we'll find out how busy you are. Because you can always find the time. Because people, amazingly, always find time to watch Netflix. They always find time to scroll social media. They always find time to, So, and you're a prime example, Dani. You're a single mom. You work full time, yet you can find the time to batch cook. You can find the time to do training with me. You can find the time to go to do your self-development.
Yeah.
And you hit the bedtime.
For me, it was the whole, but prior to this journey I'm on now, whenever I'd looked at Slimming World or Weight Watchers or any of the sort of high street diets as such, it was always, you have to cook everything from scratch and you can't buy anything pre-prepared. And I always really struggled with the time it took to cook until I started batch cooking. I was like, I get up at 5:30, sort CJ out, drop him off, go to work, have a full day at work, come home, then go and get him. I don't want to find time to spend an hour cooking fresh dinner every day. So before I was batch cooking, I was then going, well, the only way to be healthy is to get like a Weight Watchers ready meal, which is like the smallest portion ever. And not that nutritionally great for you, to be honest. So for me, it was a massive game changer in that if you like, I go one step further than prepping your week. Like, I know a lot of people will prep the week, they'll meal plan the week, shop the week, and then they'll just cook the meal each night. Whereas because I go that one step further, that I cook it all in advance, then it just means the night before I'll take it out of the freezer and put it in the fridge, and then I get home from work. The most I've got to cook is like some pasta with the sauce I've defrosted, and it makes my meals so much easier. But it also makes the situation for me. I spread my calories out throughout the entire day, so I'm not getting home, getting into that evening so starving hungry that I want a big meal and then I want to sit and snack all night. Generally, I've portioned out my calories throughout the day, so I'm just having the same size meal as I had at lunchtime or I had at breakfast, and then I have a 100-calorie snack always scheduled in for bedtime, and that's like my reward for achieving the day.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's all about reward, and I celebrate food, and I love food, and I think there's great happiness within food. So yeah, for me personally, the fact that I just survived the day, I'm still breathing at the end of the day, I calculate in 100-calorie sweet snack, and whether that's a little chocolate bar or one of those little snack pots or a little pack of La Maryland cookies, I have that just before I'm going to bed as my medal for the day. And that's the program that works for me. But it depends on other people. Like there's girls in my office struggle sort of mid-afternoon, and they will have like crisps and stuff in the afternoon. And if that's what they need to do, that's what they need to do. But it's about working out what your calories are and how you're going to plan your day.
Yeah. and not messing up and get to that point where, as you say, you get to night where you eat, because when you find you get too hungry, you then eat too much anyway. And then once you eat too much, sometimes you then pick up a bit of guilt, and then you get to like 9-10 o'clock and you're like going, you're still hungry, even though you've ate too much, because you were so hungry, you ate too quick that actually your brain didn't get all the right messages. And then you just end up going, oh, well, I've messed it. Well, I might as well just have that chocolate now. I'll have this, I'll have that. And it's just, I see it happen so many times with people that they just, go off plan.
Yeah, definitely. But also, I think with that, it's noticing you're going off plan as quickly as possible. Some people question storage and preservation of batch cooking, so make sure you mention the science. It is different cooking for a single person that is for a family. In my process, I actually do a complete mixture, and I put how many people it serves on the packaging. So I'll cook some things that are literally just for me. For instance, CJ doesn't like curry, so if I cook a curry, I will freeze them in 1 portions or 2 portions, and that is if I have company that also wants curry, then I will serve a 2-portion curry. And other foods like pasta sauces that CJ will eat, I freeze in 1 portion on half portions. But great point to add to the course. I will pop something in there about freezer life.
Well done, Jim. Thank you very much. Keep them coming, my friend. Keep them coming. Anyway, good. So, yes, if you are watching this in the Emotional Eating mini course, we are doing a session tomorrow night at 7 p.m. where we're going to go through the course again, because I know a lot of you have joined. As an Asian family, we overcook for a village. So I'll show you this. And then there's another finishing quickly, so it's in your bad or it's wasting money. Right. Okay. Interesting. That. Yeah.
I do feel you there, and that for me, food wastage is a massive anxiety in my house, especially when actually I like food. I don't have a big budget for food, so I kind of make it work. But I also I twist leftovers, which to make it something else. So, for instance, I made a pulled pork dish last week, and there was some leftover pulled pork. So I edited another night, made burgers, and I used the leftover pulled pork as a burger topping. So have a look at what you've got leftovers and think outside the box. What could you turn that food into? Like, could you put it into so if it's like, what sort of curry is it? Could you add some mayonnaise to it and make it a coronation chicken sandwich? Yeah, just thinking outside the box rather than feeling an absolute need to overeat. The other question is, was it fresh in the first place? Can you freeze the leftovers for another day? So yeah, just think differently about leftovers.
So if you are watching this on our Transform 365 page, please obviously put replay in the comments if you watched it. If you're not currently a member of the Emotional Eating Mini Course group, drop us a message and we'll get you in it. Tomorrow night, we will be doing a masterclass where I'm going to go through the 5 modules just in one go, and we'll be unveiling T28 to the world. So I'm excited about that. Dani, I hope you're joining me because we can do it on StreamYard.
I can be here.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. Awesome, great. Jim, thank you very much for your comments this morning. Been really useful and insightful. Yeah. As always, I always enjoy your comments. Very insightful and thought-provoking. So again, thank you very much. Everybody else who's watched it, great hand for your feedback and being involved. And we will be here again next Saturday at 10. But if you want to see more,
I'm going to be here from my holidays.
Yes, but of course,
but I'll be here.
You'll be here. Good. If you want to see more of me and Dani, join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock in the Emotional Eating Mini Course group. Actually, no, I'm going to stream it to Transform 365 as well. Actually, so join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for the Emotional Eating Mini Course in one go. And the unveiling of T28. It's going to be exciting. So, have a great day, everybody. And if you are watching this on replay, just put replay in the comments because it does help the algorithm. You don't even have to put hashtag anymore, apparently. Just put replay. Apparently, Facebook just says you just need to put replay now, which is even better. Put replay in the comments. And if you are listening to this on the podcast, which will be going up soon because I realize I haven't put them up yet, just leave some comments on the podcast provider, whichever your favorite podcast provider is. So I'm going to go and get ready. I've got to rugby ground by 12, kick off at 1. You've got to go out with your lovely family today, Dani. Yeah. And have a great day, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 7. Don't forget, 7 p.m. at this location. And if not, see us next week for the Saturday morning brunch, where Dani will be live from. Where are you going to be, Dani?
I'm going to Butlins.
Which one?
I think Minehead.
Minehead. Oh, lovely. And I may be in Windermere, or I may be here because I really don't know at the moment. So, but if I'm on Windermere and you're in Butlins, then that'll be awesome. Yeah. So anyway, have a great Saturday, have a great week, and check you guys out later. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 7. Have a great day.
Cheers.